Hello guys, today's video we will be showing you how to download and install Visual Studios to make a C++ program. First things first, who will benefit from this instructions would be anybody who's looking to follow a career in computer science, or maybe work on web development or software engineering. Of course, tools we will need is your computer, most definitely, an internet connection, and of course an internet browser. First things first, we locate our internet browser. We open it up. Want to maximize it. Then we're on the search bar. We want to go to www.visualstudio.microsoft.com. Hit enter. We want to locate on the left hand side Visual Studio IDE. Download for Windows. Of course, we have Windows. This is a Windows download. And we want to locate Community 2019. This is for individuals who are looking to improve their programming skills. We would download Community 2019. Professional, you would have to pay an enterprise as well. So we want to get the free version of it. There we go. We select Community 2019. Wait a few seconds. We should have a file over here which says vscommunity_32.exe. Want to click on it. It'll start asking you a question. This is, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? We click yes. Now we will hit continue. It'll start downloading. Give it a few minutes. Now, depending on your computer, this time may vary. It could be either very fast or it could be a little slow. Like I said, it's just depending on how new and updated your computer is and how much storage it has. So once here in the installing part, we want to go to workloads and we want to go to Windows. We want to select these three right here: .NET Desktop Development, Universal Windows Platform Development, and Desktop Development with C++. Once we have selected all those, we want to click Install. And once we click Install, it'll start downloading. Once it starts downloading, this process will take about an hour or two, the most, like I said, depending on your computer. So once it starts downloading, we shall be back. Okay guys, we're back. Now that we have finished installing Visual Studios 2019, this page should pop out. Once in here, we would like to click create a new project. Of course, to create a new project, now once it's loaded, we go to here to select empty project. We click next. Once on empty project, you could rename your project. We shall name it Hello World Test. You can give it whatever name you like. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to put Hello World Test, since we are just testing a program. Now, in the location, you can choose wherever you would like to save your file. I will just leave it as it is. So I'm just showing you a few examples. So here you can choose desktop, downloads, documents, pretty much for anywhere you would want to save this. Once saved, you would hit create. Like I said, my computer is a little bit slow, so bear with me. I apologize for the wait. There we go. Now once in here, we wait for the page to load, and once the page has loaded, we can click here, right click on source file, hover over add, select new item. Now once in here in the new item, you can either choose to rename the source file, or you could just leave it as it is. And I'm just going to leave it as it is. We make sure that C++ file is selected, not the header file or the class. This is just will make a file so we can start typing our program. You select add. Now a blank page should appear, just like this. Once you have completed those steps, we are ready to start programming. So first things first, we want to insert a library. So we include IOStream, and basically what this does is it allows you to input and output things to your program, which we shall see in a little bit. Now the second line is using namespace std. This is just saying that we're going to use a standard programming language. For more advanced courses, they will elaborate on it. Okay. Now we want to type in line 5 int main, and then we put parentheses and some brackets. Within these brackets is where your actual program or your main program is going to be. That's what we have. That's what we call it, main. In every program, the main is the main part of the program. So here in the main, what we're gonna do inside the curly braces, these curly braces, we're gonna start coding. So first things first, we want to put cout, the less than signs, and anything that we want to output to the screen, we have to put it inside the quotation marks. So cout, what this is here is basically a keyword inside this library. This cout allows you to display whatever is inside these quotation marks. So for instance, here we're just going to type hello world, and it doesn't matter if we have spaces in between, as long as it's inside the quotations, we should be fine. Now outside of the quotations, we put some other less than symbols. It's just saying that all this will be captured in this line, and at the end we're going to put end line, and all this does will create a new line. So it's just basically as if we're pressing enter, just like this, and we're just going to a new line. Every time we finish a comment, or excuse me, sorry, every time we finish a command, which will be a command, we end it with a semicolon. That just gives C++ an idea that, oh, the program has ended. Now we must put system pause, and all this does, it just allows you, the programmer, once your product is done, to view your actual program without without having any issues. So for instance, once we execute this program, we will a pop-up window will pop out, and if we don't put this system pause, it'll just pop out and close right away. It won't pause, so it'll show you what you got as a result. Okay, so for every program that is in main, we have this int. Int all it means is integer. So this main is expecting something in return because it has a value of an integer value. So we must return an integer value, and what that is just a 1, a 0, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All those are integers. But the way that C++ or Visual Studio reads it, we type in return 0, and once we type in this command just says, oh, you know what, this is the end of the program, we have reached it, we're returning a 0 into main, which is 0 is an integer, and all it does, this command just essentially says the program has ended. So now we have finished typing our program, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go debug, and then we're gonna go scroll down to start debugging, and then we'll just wait for the magic to happen. So see down here on the output screen where the program's starting to build, it's reading through the program, and once it's finished, a pop-up screen should come out, and voila, we should have our Hello World program. Like I said, guys, I apologize for the slowness. My computer is a bit slow, but it gets the job done. So here's a pop-up screen. Surely, there we go. So now as we see, here's a pop-up screen. We have our programs that basically just says Hello World, which is everything that is in here. Anything else is hidden from you, but basically you just learn how to make a real life program. Thank you for your time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time.